High five from me as well for that. Anyone who helps with the generation of pun names deserves recognition for sure, Poop Bridge. Okay, my adder friend. 48% chance of affecting. Let's put you to sleep. Beauty. Well, that was so much easier than our last attempt. Something that murdered our previous kobold. It's a bit more straightforward. This is where it's kind of interesting. I was tempted to risk it all, take a few steps around in order to get some stabs in. Probably glad, though, to play it a little bit safe. We should just walk away, face enemies one at a time where possible. There's no reason to get into a combat with Quokka, Jessica, and a Entoplasm. But cross our fingers. We want to be able to sneak up here and just stab Jessica before they get a chance to react. Beautiful. And hey, taking out the Quokka as well. Don't mind me. I will gladly take advantage of that. Love to see it. Ooh, and a Vampiric Short Sword. That's an interesting grab for the start here. Double stabs indeed. Hopefully we can get a few more of those in the future. There's one right there. Love to see it. Again, a huge advantage for Night Stalker here is just how few steps we have to spend walking towards enemies. Triple stab? Triple stab. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, throw bold, it writes itself. Oh, I was struggling so much to come up with names, and here you are, just absolutely killing it. There are lots of good options. It was right in front of my eyes this whole time. I was blind, but now I see. Vampiric Short Sword is a great swap weapon when health gets low. Yeah, or even if we have to fight an extended encounter. The poison is really nice for these one-on-ones, so we can make sure to weaken the enemies a lot, but if we start to see a bit of a pack situation sorting itself out in front of us, we can definitely switch over to something with some more sustain. I'd love to risk it all on a Fated Altar, but unfortunately, or fortunately for the run here, we do have plans. We're looking for a very specific team here, putting together a team of people with a special set of skills. So hopefully we can instead find an economical temple with Wujian and have some fun, try something new. Hello friends. Didn't manage to quite get off the rapid fire chaining of stabs there, but can't complain too much when it still goes well, all things considered. Excuse me, sir, please come back. There you are. Fortunately, most of the floor seems to be awake, but as long as it's not giving us too much trouble, I guess I can't complain. Speaking of trouble, that wizard might be a bit of a pain in the rear here. Want to even do a quick check on the range on Ensorcelled Hibernation. Does look like it pretty much works to the max extent of our Night Stalker range here, so that's not too shabby. We can hopefully put anything dangerous asleep before it becomes a big threat, such as maybe that Orc Wizard if we see them again in the future. No, let's just put you to sleep. There's no reason to risk it, as we failed 3 58s in a row. Can you make it 4? Oh, we beat the odds on that one. Oh, shucks. Hopefully we got a lot of the bad karmic mojo out right then and there. We can have some half-decent luck in the future. Sir, please go to sleep. And again, can I put you to sleep, friend? Maybe you are? No, you're definitely stabbing me through the invisibility. Hey, if we can kill you through that same system, don't mind if I do. Fortunately, we are completely out of magic, so no more forced ensorcelled hibernation happening, but that's fine. We managed to finish off the fight, run back out. Also, what did I miss there? Oh, a dagger of draining, right. I think I'm okay leaving that alone for now. How many 50% can we fail? Oh, just the one. That's no fun. Here our life didn't even get put at risk for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Where's the joy and irresponsible play in that? Also, I kind of walked away from this flat out, but could get a bit of a sniper build going. Early Arbalist, it's not like we have a shield yet anyway. We have managed to collect 35 bolts. It's interesting. Let's switch our dagger over to the A key in terms of quick swap, and then we can put the arbalist on B, and that will allow us to use the apostrophe key here to quickly swap between the two. Maybe try out something new. Ooh. Dang, you did not stay up or stay asleep as long as I would have liked. Excuse me, pardon me. Don't mind me, just walking away. Get you back to sleep for a quick stab. There we go, much better that time around. Only slightly scary. Arbalist spotted. Indeed, hopefully we can stay alive long enough to use it, because it's not every day that find it as a possibility. Also, right, demons, don't think we can put you to sleep, unfortunately. Such a shame. Well, poison still does a pretty solid amount of work against an early Fetibus. Keep her going here. Oh geez. That's quite the squad hanging out. I was hoping to get an early kill in the endoplasm, maybe put the priest to sleep. But let's instead take these two upstairs, play it a little bit safe. Excuse me, sir, please go to sleep. 41% chance. Never didn't have it. There we go. Oh my gosh. Apparently there's a party here that I was just missing out on. As we fail 42% after 42%. Oh gosh. Not great. And of course, to top it off, we get confused right as we make it into the corridor. Oh geez Louise. Maybe this time we can succeed? Nope. Still a fail? Oh no, sir. I think we've just failed like 7 or so in Sorceral Tabinations in a row at 42%. Not a great string of luck there. But hey, we've let ourselves get into this horrible situation. Probably should have started chugging a little bit earlier. I need to be slightly more proactive in my responses to danger here. I keep flying by the seat of my pants and waiting until we're in that danger zone, 1 hit from death, before taking the necessary steps. It's not great. Like the third swap option of setting Vamp Shortsword to W, then you can just hit WW. That's a fantastic tip. Definitely makes it a bit more straightforward. If you live, also put on the leather at least. Probably a great idea. But hey, let's drink something. It is a potion of curing. Hey, that's something. Question becomes, do we risk trying to finish this fight? Technically, Magic Dart and Throw Flame could both still kill us. It's not great. Do you want? I want to keep Conan alive at all costs. So let's play it safe. Drink another curing. Only 57% chance to get Chrono working. So instead, go for a stab or 2. Ooh, Puff of Flame hits us. 7 failures at 42% is a 0.002% chance of happening. Yeah, not great, unfortunately, but it is what it is. We do have a lot of poison stacks going, so it's very likely that we that we're able to kill this son of a gun. DCSS lies about fail chance. That's the only explanation. The thing about random, you never really know. But we have a 62% chance to hit you. I like those odds. Maybe should have switched to our Vampiric Short Sword slightly sooner here. But never didn't have it, as we take a couple more quick stabs there. Ooh, jeez Louise. And let's heal up before we run into that final orc that's just wandering around. Also want to remember, those stairs, not a safe place to go down. Oh, sir? Okay, I have no idea where they went. Guess just cross our fingers and hope we don't come retreating out from another dangerous situation right into the waiting arms. Would be nice, but we survived, so as we promised. Let's put on the leather at least. Shouldn't affect our stealth too badly, so that's not a big deal. It gives us slightly more defense here. Not a bad idea. Please let me get the stab. Perfect. Skewer the jelly like a kebab. Not sure how great a jelly kebab would taste, but I'll take it. Ooh. The scorpion is kind of scary. We do have a poison dagger, which the scorpion is susceptible to, so extra poison damage is going to be half decent. I mean, if we put them to sleep and kill them in one shot, that also works for me. No complaints there. So we continue back on. Jeez Louise. You have a feeling that's the case, Railbird? It would seem that way anecdotally, right? You mean the amount of times you fail 1% fails, it's kind of statistically impossible? You play enough tabletop RPGs to know how likely unlikely 2 1s or 2 20s are. It happens way too often in DCSS. And I like to imagine that DCSS doesn't fudge the numbers whatsoever and instead just plays on its own plane of reality where probability skews in fascinating, incredible ways. Also, please, sir, fail a bunch of 51% in a row. Just the usual, the average day in the office, I guess. Very topical to what we're discussing right now with Chad. You love the game, though? I think that's part of what keeps me come back to the game. Well, sure, it could be labeled as unfair that that's how the game treats us. Maybe we deserve to struggle a bit. Makes the victories that much sweeter. We come out the other side in one piece. Okay, so there was a classic DCSS style mistake. When you come to a new batch of enemies, don't just walk towards them, revealing a bunch of new unknown spaces full of even more beautiful friends to bring into the party. Not my best move. Let's instead just put these sons of guns asleep. Not working out the way I wanted it to. 61%. 43% this time. There we go. Hey, we didn't fail 7 in a row. It's a cut shared miracle. I guess we'll just keep it moving here as we manage to make it through some of these early fights. Failing an absurd amount of coin flips, but that's just the way she rumbles. And again, maybe if we're working off some kind of karmic debt in the RNG engine, we'll succeed a bunch of 30% sometime in our future. Wouldn't that be nice? But we're finding a bunch of altars here. Unfortunately, no Wujian Council, so we're still going to be holding out hope, keeping ourselves, saving ourselves even, for Wujian and no one else. Wujian Council soon? I hope so. Definitely hope so. You're feeling D6? I'll hold you to it. Just remember that you promised me. Promised me a D6 Wujian. Which isn't fantastic for us, means we have a little bit of a ways to go, but it is what it is. Also, we might as well wear some of these rings, rather. Hop on the positive energy and the resistance to fire. And hey, did we call it or did we call it? We failed all of those 42% just so that we could succeed on our very second try on a 30-some. When it mattered most, we got there. You're an Oracle, all perfect. That's exactly who we needed on our team right now. Make sure to give us foresight of all the silly mistakes that I'm going to make in our future. Can also check in on our skills, see how we're doing. Hex is still coming up, making those success odds slightly better. We did pick up a poison, or I guess more of a cloud-based book. Poisonous vapors, I've definitely gained a new appreciation of. It's a nice smite targeted poison that does absolute wonders. Vapes. Exactly. And yeah, I do believe that kobolds in fact do have the bad shield requirements. It's a lot harder to use shields because of our small size. We find an early artifact. It's actually been a long time since we found an early artifact in the dungeon. Almost forgot that that's a possibility. Unfortunately, the ringmail of calculation, not great. Harm, rampage, kind of sketchy. Rampage does mean that we can quickly step towards enemies, so that's kind of interesting. -2 strength, not a huge deal besides the fact that it brings us quite a bit under the encumbrance rating, meaning that we'll probably be penalized pretty badly from this. And harm, it's not an ego that I generally appreciate running. Harm is a little bit sketchy. Especially on a character like this. Kobolds suffer from like a -20% to overall health compared to the standard. So I do think that will mean getting absolutely wiped by a lot of creatures. Seems like a death sentence. That's so horrible for you. It seems like we're all in agreement there. I mean, I'll hold on to it. Maybe someday in the future it'll mean something, but by no stretch of the imagination am I excited to switch to that now. Tried to put that ogre to sleep with a couple of attempts, and then in the end here, just run away, get the heck out of there. I'm also going to take the advice from chat. We'll change the vampiric weapon to lowercase w so that we can quickly just WW and have that as almost another quick swap option for whatever occasions may present. And there's Quaslal, not Wujan Council yet, but it's something. Seen some altars cropping up. Oh geez. Oh no. I do not like that water moccasin. Let's take a step back from our problems, head upstairs, heal up. Hopefully, can re-engage in a slightly more advantageous position there. Finding some spellbooks though? Ooh, not spellbooks, but rather manuals. Interesting. Manual of slings, not super likely for us to use. Manual of armor could be nice. Basically gets rid of the quite bad aptitude that we have for our armor skill, maybe giving that to us as an option. As long as we're not too heavily invested on the spellcasting side of things, I don't see a problem with maybe swapping to slightly heavier armor at some point. Earth magic, summoning, those definitely might also get some use in the future here, so you know what, for now, let's just mark them all so that we remember they're here. Not you, slings. And we'll see if we can take advantage of that. Of course, we wake up the moccasin on our first step. Not great. I'm gonna try to put you to sleep at a 45% chance. We failed 3 already. Failed 4. We're gonna have a hard time running away from our problems here, so I'm really hoping one of these takes. Last bit of magic? Nope. Guess it wasn't meant to be. Let's switch over to our vampiric dagger since they're resistant to poison. That's BS. Not a great set of odds there, unfortunately. Come on, Conan. I believe in you. We have 1 curing potion if we get put down to lethal, which we're just about there. They have a 50% chance to hit me. Oh, me oh my. Not great. We almost have enough magic back to maybe try another ensorcelled hibernation. I mean, even Corona only has a 64% chance to work, and based on our luck as of recently here, that's essentially a guaranteed fail, right? So let's play it safe, drink a curing, go for a couple quick slashes with vampiricism, get lethally poisoned. Oh, it's a rough start for you, friend. It's not all over yet. We have some potions to blindly chug, but unfortunately, some bad rolls. Okay, still lethally poisoned, even with the heal wounds. Interesting. Very interesting. Question becomes, do I start stabbing in the dark some more? Or do I risk everything on some blind scroll reading? If we can get a fear scroll, maybe a blink scroll, it could mean getting out of here in one piece, especially if we have multiple in that stack. Fortunately, taking any damage is going to put us in a rough spot, since we're definitely going to need this last heal wounds potion just to stay alive through the poison. And even if we gain another magic point, I don't know if we can succeed on that final 45%. Quick check. We're attacking every 0.7 turns. Oh, and wow. With the @ sign there, we're also told exactly how lethally poisoned we are. So it's bringing us down to -3, which actually isn't as bad as I expected. That is survivable. We just have to get out of this in one piece. I'm gonna read a random scroll, and we do get blinking. Holy cow. We take 3 steps. I think the moccasin is gonna catch up to us. Do I waste my final blink scroll just to get out of this? Anything and everything to survive, I guess, at the end of the day. We're gonna have to use that and our last heal wounds potion just to survive here. So what I'm gonna do instead, maybe save us the blink scroll. We're gonna roll the dice one last time, 45% or nothing. We can put it to sleep, we can just walk out of here. Never even the slightest odds of it working, so I'm gonna blink once more here, pop upstairs, drink our last heal wounds. We do manage to survive, blowing out every single one of our resources in the process. And that means there are 2 water moccasins wandering around the level below. Not great. So last but not least here, we'll walk over to our final stairwell to investigate, but before we go down, I'm gonna just investigate everything at our disposal here, try and see if we have any more potential survival tools in our box. We have immolation, noise, 1 teleportation scroll that could maybe save us, and potion of flight, most likely not gonna matter unless we find some good well-placed deep water. Actually, no, even then the moccasins can swim. Some lava in the early dungeon. When you win a game like this, it really feels more rewarding. Exactly, it's just gonna be the most satisfying win when we do get there on poor old Conan. And hey, this stairwell is a decent ways away from those ones. That's something. I'm gonna swap over to my arbalist. I'm actually just gonna draw some attention here. You managed to kill the wizard before they get a chance to hit back. Love it. Put you to sleep. There we go. Those are more of the odds that we can handle. Oh, geez Louise. Crossbows do deal a nice amount of damage in the early game. You can also use Corona to get rid of the invisibility. That's something I forgot about earlier when we fought up against an invisible wizard. It's always a nice little mechanic to keep in mind. Okay. Back on the road again. Oh, geez. Maybe we should have been slightly more careful here. Unfortunately, we're making a lot of noise, which makes me worry those gosh darn moccasins are going to be back. But we do put the Howler Monkey to sleep. This is our only safe stairs at the moment. Because it kind of proves your skill in the game to be able to make a comeback from such an early setback in terms of consumables. And that is what consumables are there for. Just making us, or getting us through this early game when everything's scary and everything's dangerous. If we can do that, we'll hopefully have all the tools at our disposal to make it through in one piece. I mean, we're guaranteed to hit the Howler Monkey, thanks to it being asleep. It has 18 health. That's the base damage on our arbalist. That means just maybe, if all the stars align, we get a lethal shot here. Not quite. We also have drawn a lot of attention to ourselves. Oh, Howler Monkeys cannot be... Oh, never mind. For a second I thought they couldn't be put to sleep, but I'm stupid. We just put it to sleep. Once you've hibernated an enemy, it takes a little bit before they're vulnerable again to the same spell, and my dumb brain just completely forgot that. And now we find ourselves in a bit of a predicament. All of our stairs looking a little dangerous. This one has a wizard. The white imp, I guess we can kind of counter by swapping over to our protection from cold. The iguana, though, is going to be a sketchy one here. Pretty decent evasion. Let's try it out, though. I think I can take them as long as they split nicely like this. So let's start by putting you to sleep. Of course, didn't expect it to work. Why would it? 53%, essentially 0. Maybe come back down, try one more time. 53%. Nope, never a shot. I keep throwing good money after bad here as I fail over and over again. 53. I said 53% chance. We should have just been attacking. It'd probably be dead by now. And yet I keep slamming face first into this wall, expecting things to be different. Definition of insanity, maybe? There we go. Finally, we get a success put it to sleep, and of course, skewer it in one shot. See, it's satisfying when it does work out, even if it's not necessarily the most optimal strategy here. Oh me, oh my. What a wild ride. Yeah, you I'm just stabbing, and then maybe putting you to sleep. Yeah, I'm glad that it worked out that time. Got those early stacks of poison. At least when the spell does work, it's instant death, right? It's pretty nice when it does manage to actually work out for us. What? Oh, unfortunately, that's not a great start to our fight here, so I'm just going to retreat. Also going to swap the positive energy for Ring of Fire, since those Orc Wizards do have Throw Flame. But White Imp is going to be a bit of a pain. I think we have to keep forcing ourselves on these stairs. The Water Moccasins are still a worse death sentence overall here. Let's try this one more time as we get confused. Oof. Well, hopefully we get out of here. In fact, even with confusion, we get lucky trying to head up the stairs right as it runs out, so maybe it wouldn't have mattered too much. We could have just done it the very next turn. But I'll take whatever small essence of luck that we managed to eke out of this. We'll keep stair dancing. Again, not something I like to abuse too often, but it is what it is sometimes. You just gotta take whatever you can get. Poison that White Imp, and there we go. We managed to clear out a little bit of a landing for ourselves once more. Jeez Louise. And when our lives not in danger, we succeed at 53% first try, no problems whatsoever. Classic DCSS there. And the Phantom is another bit of a pain here. I don't believe we'll be able to put you to sleep. Really evasive. Not grand. Guess we can put the Chrono effect on you. Try and get some early hits. Not looking great, so instead I'm gonna walk away. Bring you following me. And the question becomes, do we want to try and park this buddy? By which I mean, if you're unfamiliar with the concept, we can bring the Phantom upstairs, wait till they blink us around into a convenient position, ideally with a gap of space, then we just head right back down the same stairwell, leaving them in the dirt. Not guaranteed to work out, but if it does, it's huge. Also, Shadow Imp came out of nowhere, not great. Dazzling Flash is hit dice based for success, not will at least. Okay, so when that comes around, we'll maybe be able to take advantage of it. Okay, please teleport me. No? No blinks? Sir? Please? Oh, so I did take a relatively bad step there, which I shouldn't have done. Blink together with the Defender if any damage was dealt. I mean, damage was dealt, friend. Why didn't we blink together? 54% chance to hit. We can survive one more hit, maybe two. We can start walking away. We can just heal up enough to potentially even use a teleport scroll. Get this son of a gun off of our butt. We're hinging it all on this, though. Conan, I believe in you. When no one else did, I believed in you. And I still do. Let's do it. Okay, it did blink us that time. We are almost dead, though. Okay, let's take some steps. Unfortunately, we go through the motions here. Once we get to this wall, we're gonna have to do another risky step. Taking one last look in our inventory. Is there anything I'm overlooking that I'm forgetting? Hey Callie, hope your day is going well. Kobold is one of your favorite races at the moment. Generally, it is one of my favorites too. Not doing a great job of showing them off so far. 2 more HP than we need? Exactly, we have plenty of space. We're totally okay here. I just wanted to find myself in a situation where I could read a teleport scroll. So again, 54% chance. I like to look on the bright side. That means 46% chance that we live here. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that just feel incredible for everyone involved. Take a step. Oh, and we just go down to -1 health. It was so close. Conan! Conan! Oh, what a rough start to our day. First hour, we're just murdering Kobold after Kobold. Oh, but hey, it's all part of the fun here. We're enjoying ourselves, having a good time. No, indeed. Oh, so close. A -1 troll hit, just to let us know that we were that close to success, that close to surviving. Oh, it was a half-decent start in terms of equipment, too. So it's a shame too bad, but hey, just means the next one is going to be that much better. Again, I would highly recommend people trying out these seeds on their own in the future. See if the fates love you a little bit more than me. We never even got to find Wu Jian. All I wanted was to try out a new deity. Get a little wacky, get a little weird. But that's a-okay. For now.